Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome to Weekly News number 1 with Jacobino. So we're going to be the first part of this. There's going to be 3 different parts to it. The first part is going to be games coming out. It came out this past week. Then we're going to get into gaming news, and then the third is going to be a cool video for you guys to definitely check out if you haven't already seen it. Alright, so let's go for games out this week. The first game we have is called Beyond Eyes. Beyond Eyes is a modern fairy tale about finding courage and friendship as you carefully guide young Rey on a life-changing journey, uncovering an incredible world step by step. Blinded as a young child and reluctant to leave the protection of her family home, Rey's world is once more shattered as Nani, her pet cat, goes missing. Summoning up all the courage she can muster, Rey learns to face her fears and venture out into the world to find her best friend. The next game is Rare Replay. To celebrate its 30th anniversary, Rare brings together the adventures of its iconic characters in a collection that spans the decades. From its earliest 2D classics, Xbox 360 triumphs, Rare Replay delivers a gaming treasure trove for veteran players and newcomers alike. Master the basics, or test your skills with all new snapshot challenges and 10,000 gamer score. Gaming's greatest are back, lovingly presented and exclusively on Xbox One. After purchase, the Xbox 360 titles within Rare Replay will also be added to your download queue with backwards compatibility. Boggle. So you think you're fast at finding words? Prove it! Challenge yourself or up to 3 friends online in a refreshed, updated Boggle experience. They're still the same Boggle you like. You can also play with a suite of different variants and house rules to really shake things up. Search fast and act faster. It's an all-new way to play Boggle. I like how the description's so, exciting. All the rest are just kind of giving information. This one has so many exclamation marks in the description. Alright, and the last game is Sheltered, which is actually a game preview game. If you didn't already know, Xbox One players are able to access games through a game preview. You get a free trial, and then if you really like the game, you can buy it. So let's read what Sheltered's all about. Sheltered is a deep and emotional survival strategy game. After a huge global apocalypse, a small and frightened family find their way to a deserted underground shelter. In this cold, cramped, and horrendous shelter, they cling desperately to life. Combat their claustrophobia, radiation, and mental exhaustion. Ensure the sheltered is safe and protected. Risk sending the parents into the dangerous wasteland to scavenge for vital supplies, leaving the children alone and vulnerable? You decide. Alright, so those are the games that came out this week. Let's go ahead and talk about the gaming news. Now this week was Gamescom in Cologne, Germany. There was a lot of news, but I'm not really going to go through every single little detail. So I went through and picked out many of the big news that came out. So first up is, if you decide to buy the Gears of War Ultimate Edition, you will be able to unlock the entire Gears collection with Xbox One backward compatibility. If you play the game between August 25th and December 31st, you will gain access to Gears of War, Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, and Gears of War Judgment. It's pretty cool. You get 4 games, and you get the remastered version of Gears of War. Now let's talk about this week's deals with gold. Now this week's deals with gold are still running, and are mostly sports game in all honesty, but we're going to go ahead and look at the deals. First up for Xbox One is FIFA 15 Deluxe Edition for $20.99, FIFA 15 for $20.09, EA Sports NBA Live 15 for $7.50, Madden NFL 15 for $20.09, EA Sports UFC for $9.90, and NHL 15 for the full game is $20.09, and then Borderlands: The Handsome Collection for $40.19. Next, let's talk about the Xbox 360 deals of the week, because you never know, these games might go on to backwards compatibility, so you might as well grab them if they're cheap. So first up, we got Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger for $3, Borderlands for $5, Borderlands 2 for $5, Borderlands the pre-sequel for $24. Now this is kind of interesting. You can buy the Borderlands, Borderlands 2, and Borderlands the pre-sequel, which are pretty much what's in the Borderlands Handsome Collection, for cheaper than the actual collection. I know it's different, it's not re-rendered and all that stuff, but I mean, with backwards compatibility, why not? FIFA 15 for $20.09, Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus for $3.74, Madden NFL 15 for $20.09, and NHL 15 for $20.09. Now for some Call of Duty news. The final DLC pack Reckoning is now available on the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. It includes 4 multiplayer maps, which includes Swarm, Overload, Quarantine, and Fracture. This map pack also includes the last and final Exo Zombies map, which is called Descent. Now let's talk about the descriptions for the maps. The first one is Overload. Enjoy the grand view of downtown New Baghdad from this exotic compound, complete with fountains, gardens, and decorative plasma lamps. The map's multiple levels and long perimeter sightlines highlight medium to long range combat, and firing a shot at the lamps will send enemies flying in a burst of energy. Quarantine. Following a deadly viral outbreak, the island has been converted into a biological testing center. This medium-sized map's tight corners dial up the speed in open areas combined to allow for any style of gameplay. Activate the map-based score streak to unleash a devastating ship-fired missile strike. Fracture. Discover what secrets are locked in the ice in this Arctic excavation site. Take refuge behind wind turbines and heavy equipment through large combat areas cradled on a shelf of a glacier. Stay alert as the time event cracks the ice sheet, sending one lane sinking to the depths. This kind of reminds me of that Black Ops 1 map. I can't remember what the name was, but you could shoot the bridges and the ice would fall. If you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. And then Swarm. Reconstruction is underway in Seoul, South Korea, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, congesting narrow corridors of this small to medium-sized map with vehicles and equipment. Take position in war-scarred storefronts that provides plenty of cover over the streets, or flank the enemy through close quarter interiors in the center of the map. And just so you know, this map-based score streak is like the Swarm that was in the campaign. It's something like that. Alright, and so the zombie map Descent. The description is, in the last episode, the team Bill Paxton, Rose McGowan, John Berthenol, and a new member, Bruce Campbell, are about to escape from the Atlas aircraft carrier on which they've been stranded. Before they do, they discover their friend and original squad member, John Malkovich, has been turned and is now among the dead. Descent introduces a remote ocean Atlas survival facility, new fused exo-zombie enemies, and the Trident reflected energy weapon. Alright, and there's no new news on Black Ops 3. All they really talked about during Gamescom was esports, because they've kind of revealed everything else. Like last year at Gamescom, they had the multiplayer event for Advanced Warfare. They couldn't really reveal much about Black Ops 3, which is kind of not a good thing, because it's kind of disappointing that there really isn't like much news that you can go over anymore, like, because it's already kind of been out there. But more on that later. Alrighty, so Naruto Shippuden. If you're a fan of Naruto, the new game Ultimate Ninja Storm has been delayed. It's actually kind of sad for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. This game was originally supposed to be released later this year, but with the new trailer released at Gamescom, it states that it'll be released on February 9th of 2016. I was kind of looking forward to this game. You can actually see it's in my intro for some of my new videos are going to be coming up, because I thought it was going to be releasing soon. But unfortunately, it is not, so gotta wait a couple more months, and then you'll probably see some gameplay of that. Now, if you decide to purchase the new Just Cause 3 for the Xbox One, you're going to receive a free copy of Just Cause 2, which will be playable with backwards compatibility. Now, speaking of backwards compatibility, let's go into more on the subject. If you didn't already know, Xbox 360 games are not available or able to be played on the Xbox One. But with the announcement at E3, Xbox One players will be able to play their old 360 games with backwards compatibility, which will be available for everyone in November. Now, with this comes other good new news. All Xbox 360 free games with gold, so the ones that we get during every month, will be available through backwards compatibility, meaning that you can purchase and play all the free games that come with gold, which is pretty awesome. Now, for the members of the Xbox Preview program, I do not know if this will go into effect before November, but it will definitely be available to everyone once November rolls around. Now, for those that are Preview members, you can download other games now, but it is a small list. Now, these games are listed as A Kingdom of Keflings, A World of Keflings, Alien Hominoid, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, Banjo-Tooie, Defense Grid The Awakening, Gears of War, Geometry Wars Evolved, Hexic HD, Jetpack Refueled, Cameo, Mass Effect, N+, Perfect Dark Zero, Shadow Complex, Small Arms, Super Meat Boy, Toy Soldiers, Toy Soldiers Cold War, Viva Pinata, and Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise. Now, the long-awaited Xbox One exclusive Quantum Break was delayed till 2016, but now we do have a specific date for when this game will be released, and that game will arrive on April 5th. And personally, I can't wait for this game to come out. I've been watching trailers, I've been waiting for the news, and if you didn't know, along with the game is also going to be a live-action TV series that's going to be available. I don't know if it comes with the game, I assume it does, so we don't have to pay for more, but I seriously can't wait to see how they do it, because they're saying like it'll continue the story in the TV show, and it's actually really cool, so I can't wait. And you're going to have to definitely look for gameplay on this channel. Man, I'm going to be wasting so much money on games this year. They're all fantastic. Now, this is some news I'm actually really excited about. The upcoming dinosaur survival game, Ark Survival Evolved, isn't supposed to come out until summer of 2016. But with the new Xbox One preview program, all Xbox One owners will be able to play it starting this winter. So you can get the free trial, and then if you feel comfortable with it, you can purchase it, and then you can, I guess the full game will be fully released in summer of 2016. So sorry, I had to look for the date there real quick. So I've seen a lot of gameplay of this online. I've actually watched some of PewDiePie's videos of it. I like PewDiePie. Sorry, I do like him. A lot of his stuff is funny. Some of his stuff is not funny. But I love his 5 random things on the internet and all the random little shit he does. And I understand why he has a lot of subscribers and all that kind of stuff, because he loves what he's doing, which is what I do. He loves what he's doing. He has a ton of subscribers. I love what I'm doing. I barely have any, but I just love making videos, so I'm going to keep doing it no matter what. If I get a fan base, awesome. If I don't, oh well. I love doing it, so. Alright, so let's keep moving on with the news. So for all Final Fantasy fans out there, including myself, there is some good news. Square Enix at Gamescom had officially said that the game will be released sometime in 2016. No specific time period though. They stated that fans are going to get it before 2017, which really doesn't help too much, but it does give us some more info to work with. Now, if only we can find out some more information on Kingdom Hearts 3. Which brings us to our cool video of the week. So, if you haven't already seen the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer that was released in E3, I'm going to either play it in this video, or if it gets copyrighted, then I'm already at 13 minutes, so I'm going to list it down in the description below, a link to it. But I love the Kingdom Hearts series. If you haven't played any of the games, if you haven't seen any of the trailers, go check it out. They are fantastic games that have so much content to them, and I just love them. They're fantastic. And I seriously can't wait to get Kingdom Hearts 3, which I'm so excited that it's coming out on the Xbox One as well as the PS4. I was going to buy a PS4 if it was exclusive, like that was going to be a thing. But I'm actually really happy that it's coming out on both. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry there was a... This video is almost 14 and a half minutes, and I didn't even cover half the news that came out of Gamescom. So there won't be a second part, but look for more news coming next week. I'm going to release these every Friday. Alright guys? So if you liked the video, remember to hit the like button, comment anything on the news. Comment what you think about Kingdom Hearts, and if you've never played it before, why you haven't, and maybe give it a shot. It's actually really good. So anyway, remember to subscribe as well, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.